quick rescue of those abducted. Police Public Relations Officer, Niger State Command, Wasiu Abiodun, joins me on TVC News at 7 for more on this development. SP Abiodun, different figures are being bandied about regarding this case, but confirm to us how many people, students and staff, were abducted from St. Mary's Private Catholic School, and what are the casualty figures?
Oh, thank you very much. Since this incident happened during the earlier hour of the day, today being 21st November 2025, we have deployed tactical teams to the area, as we mentioned in our release, with sister agency, military components, and other security agencies that moved to the scene. It's a very difficult terrain. It's a location where network accessibility is very difficult. Definitely, it's still a developing story. The figures are still very sketchy. However, it is confirmed that about 9 members of the staff were among the victims kidnapped, and also about 14 students of secondary school were also among the numbers victims kidnapped. However, the number of the primary school pupils abducted among these victims is still not being ascertained. We are still waiting for the school authority to confirm the exact figures of the pupils students abducted in this incident. So as I speak with you, I may not be able to still give you the sum total of number of persons, of victims abducted in this incident. It's still a developing story, and as the reports continue to come up, we'll definitely communicate the situation to the public.
SP Abiodun, you've mentioned that this location is a difficult terrain. So what is the situation at the school now? And is there any update regarding apprehending the kidnappers, or any contact between them and whether it's the school, the government, or even families of victims?
Yes, as I said, it's a collaborative effort. The police have deployed tactical teams led by the Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations. And it's not just the police alone. We have military components of New Busa in that location working together with the police, and also other security agencies, intelligence agencies, doing what is expected of us, and see what we can do to ensure that these students are rescued unhurt. We are still very much on ground, and it's not all the tactics, all the measures being adopted that we can reveal to the public. But I can assure you, all efforts are on deck, and we are doing everything humanly possible to ensure that these students are rescued safely.
Now, the Niger State government says the school reopened despite security alerts, which prompted it to temporarily shut all boarding schools in Niger North. And you mentioned in a statement released earlier today that the incident will be investigated and necessary action taken. What forms might this action take?
Thank you. Let me put it this way. Over time, we had a similar incident like this, and ever since then, the state government have taken steps ordering closures of schools operating boarding facilities in most of these vulnerable areas to shut down. And as I speak with you, you may agree with me. Some schools, most especially government schools in Tegina and even in Pandugari, some schools in Shiroro, and even in Mariga, government schools are still under close because some of these locations are vulnerable. And one of these locations includes this area where we have some of these insurgents around this community. So ordinarily, with the incidences that have been happening around this area, there are clear warning signals that a school of such magnitude shouldn't have continued to operate, considering a lot of activities that have been happening within Borogu local government and Nagwara. With those incidents, it is expected that such school will hold on to see improvements in security activities before putting such schools in session and putting the life of students in danger like this. Definitely, the government and the police will collaborate to investigate this disobedience to the government directive and policy towards ensuring safety of life and property. So if government schools are still being shut down due to some of these incidences around, what more private schools, who is expected to key in to this government policy and ensure that safety is guaranteed. And I can assure you, with the collaboration of the government, it will be investigated and necessary possible actions will be taken.
You know, SP, some have mentioned that with the temporary closure, no date was given for reopening. And for some people, it was like a halt to the academic pursuit of pupils and students of, public boarding facilities. But then let's see how it goes. Police Public Relations Officer, Niger State Command, Wasiu Abiodun, thank you for your time on TVC News at 7.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And still on the abduction of students following the directive